Good evening, everybody. Tommy at Man City Fan TV, and welcome to the TNT Live. I am back. I do apologise about last week. I had an accident at work. I slipped and banged the back of my head, and suffered with a little bit of concussion. So that's why there wasn't a show last week. So I do apologise. After the 2-week wait, we are finally back. It didn't come home, did it? It didn't come home, but you know, it is what it is, isn't it? And we're now back onto the City talk, which is my favourite talk. England's good, but it's not City. I hope you're all keeping well. It's good to have everybody back because I can see the views are getting higher and higher now. With the England stuff, it wasn't as high. So hopefully we can get a good debate, a good talk going back, and get a good set of videos coming back in now the season's starting. You know, we're good. We're back on YouTube Live. We're not live on anywhere else. YouTube only. That's Man City Fan TV. That's us. So then, I hope everybody's well. I hope you've had a great week. If you're in England, I hope you've been putting your sun cream on because it's been very, very warm and you haven't got shocking tan lines. A certain individual will be laughing at that one. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. We'll get into some of those and then I shall tell you what we are talking about in today's show, which is, it's a show where I'm going to, I'll tell you now, then I'll get into the laws. I'll let a few more people come in. So what we're going to do today is, Ross did a great video. If you hadn't checked it out earlier, after my video today, if you've got a bit of time, make sure you go and check Ross's video out. He did a really good one on transfers. So go and check that out. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to ask you to name your full starting 11 that you want to see next season. So it can include transfers from who you want, who we're rumoured with, and who do you think will probably the best 11 we could possibly do with the rumours possible. So that can be anybody. Anybody we've been rumoured with, Grealish, Kane, Haaland, anybody. You want to put them in that squad for next season, that first starting 11 at Spurs away on the 15th of August. You get him in that squad, all right? You get him in that squad. So, yeah, you get him in that squad. But what I'll do first is I'll see who's here, and then we'll get into it. And then I'll do a Q&A at the end because we love the Q&As. I was going to do a little bit on transfers, but Ross covered that for me. So that's taken at least 15 minutes off my show, which is fine because Ross did a class job. So I will get into this, and then we will get into the comments, and then we shall get into the chat. I'll say my squad first, give you an idea what I think we should do, and then you guys can obviously get into yours. FIFA says thoughts on the CR7 rumours. I don't believe him, to be honest. To be honest with you, FIFA, I can't see it happening personally. I really can't. Dudley Lewis is on. Hi mate, hope you're well. Abdallah Alami's on saying hi Tom. CR7 rumours are a load of nonsense. Let's be honest, they are. I think so. Danny 2ME is on. Evening Tom. Bring on the Premier League. Exactly. We've had the Euros. We didn't do well. So let's get City going. But we start on the 7th of August. Obviously, let's get that Community Shield and start with a positive against Leicester at 5 o'clock kickoff. So make sure you watch that. Fingers crossed we can get that. I don't know when that'll be because I do go away. So there won't be another one. I just have to look at my calendar now. Well, I think I'll be back. I actually am back on that Saturday, actually. So next week we'll do a quick preview of that, and then we should be all right then. Dale Brennan's on MCFC Dublin, Ireland. Hope you're well. Shout out to the MCFC lads in Ireland, Dublin especially there. Hope you're well. Welcome. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Imagine we get CR7 though. Imagine that. Thought you were first games then. City Shippy's on. Evening all. Even Dad. Hope you're well, mate. Daddy 2ME says Pep won't have Ronaldo. No, he won't. Who do you think we are going to sign for next season? That Andy's on. Hope you're well, mate. You know what? We've got. I don't know how many days it is till the season starts now. I think it's under. I think it's 15 or something now, or 16 days or whatever it is now. I don't know. Lucas Nemecha did an interview for when he signed for Wolfsburg. Congratulations on the move, Lucas Nemecha. I hope you do well, mate. He said they were planning on bringing in a new striker, which is why he didn't sign the contract. So, with City as it is, I don't know. I think it might be Kane or Grealish might. But I think they're just waiting. I think because they're all on holiday now, aren't they? They're all on holiday. So they do come back. They have to be back in, obviously, the country and then they come back in the start of August. I think the England players do. So I think If I reckon it'll be done in that last week before they come back. Personally, I reckon they'll be back for the start of the season. So I'm hoping Kane and Grealish, but I can't say. I honestly don't know because it's one of them. I'd like certain individuals to come to City, but I don't know. It's one of them. We never make it clear, us, do we? Here we go. So FIFA said Edison, Cancelo, Diaz, Stones, Walker, Grealish, Foden, KDB, left wing, Sterling, CR7, and Mahrez. There you go. When Sean Fox says, "Hi Tom, hope you well." Sean, good to see you, mate. Danny 2ME says, "Defo, Grealish, Kane, not gonna happen." Oh no, not gonna happen. I hope. I don't know. Anyone seen Mark Goldbridge's latest video? Thought he hit some nails on the head about running YouTube channels. Yeah. Yeah. Good old Mark. 7th of August, that is the one. So we've got Abdallah Lamy saying Mendes, Laporte. So you're taking out Eddie. Mendes, Laporte, Diaz, Walker, Ferner, KDB, Grealish, Sterling, Kane, and Mahrez. Fair enough. Wait, who we got in the cup? It's the Community Shield game. So it's obviously if you win the Premier League and the FA Cup, you obviously face whoever's won for either one. And obviously Leicester was successful in that category of the FA Cup, so we face them 5:00 on Saturday, the 7th of August. I think it's live. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's either Sky Sports or BT, but yeah, he'll obviously watch it, I'm sure. Chippy, are you all right? If Laporte doesn't want to play for us, sling him. Yeah. I'll come into a little bit of Laporte later. Noah's on. Evening, guys. Feels like I haven't spoke to you all guys in ages. Hope you all well. Exactly. That is partly my fault for slipping and banging my head, but I do apologise. Dale's saying, so slow in the transfer market, I think we need to end up with... I think we will end up with Ings, full stop. Who knows, honestly. Honestly, if that happens, then it'd be interesting to see. But I can't see him just doing that. They even said they're going to bring in a big striker. Lucas Nemec is basically giving us a little bit of a teaser. I don't know. I hope so. Blue Moon's on. Good evening, all. Good evening, Blue Moon. Hope you're well. Man City fan says hey to Noah. Noah's just saying hi back to Andy. Abdullah's saying Edison, Walker, Diaz, Laporte, Mendes. I think he means Mendy. Ferner, Grealish, KDB, Sterling, Mahrez, and Kane. There we go. I wondered where Edison was. Good evening, all. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all well. Anyone excited for the start of the season? Noah's saying, I can't wait for it to start. I'm counting down the days, honestly. Noah Pearson says, to be honest, when Goldbridge isn't talking about football, he's a funny guy. There you go. That is the link to Goldbridge's video. I did watch it this morning before I went to work. What can you say? It's quite interesting, to be fair. ITV Sean thinks, there you go. Andy's saying watch it later. Yeah, anybody who hasn't watched it, it's quite a good watch, to be fair. I must say he does talk some sense, to be fair. I reckon he changed nation to go back to Spain. Yeah. Any news on the Brunker signing, says BCSC rumour? No. We won't be signing him, I don't think. I don't even know who he is, not going to lie. Never heard of him. If you can inform me on who that is. I imagine that's someone I know, though, because BCFC is Bradford, so I think it might be one of my mates that's commenting there. City Chippy says, season tickets debacle. We have renewed and no idea when it or if a card will come. Rumours electronic tickets on phones. Exactly. We've got no idea. You know, I know me and my dad have obviously renewed for next season, upcoming, you know, and they've put on I think it was on, I can't remember when was it an Instagram post. I think it was on one of the Man City fan pages. It was on about, so you're able to apply for tickets you want soon and all this sort of thing. Well, what about us? What about us, but yeah, if it is the phone system, I think it probably will be. I know, like I discussed in that show I did a few months back, probably after the Everton game, when I obviously was lucky enough to get inside the ground. It was all done on the Apple Wallet thing. Or if you're on Android, whatever compatible wallet system they have, it was all done on that. And, you know, if it is like that, fair enough. But what happens if you don't have, you don't have those facilities? It'd be interesting to see. It's obviously trying to stop. But, you know, it'll be interesting to see what happens because, you know, are they going to send it through as a big thing for the whole of the season or what's going to happen, you know? It'd be interesting to see. It really will. But we'll see what happens. I'm sure we'll get informed in the next few weeks. But typical City, we have no idea, and it's under a month till the season starts. So class job, lads. Noah Pearson says, "Do you guys want Grealish?" Yeah, I certainly do. I certainly do. One second, lads. I'm just putting someone in a timeout there. There we go. Dupe's on MCFC champions. Hi everyone, hope you're well, mate. Noah says I'm well happy with the signing of Firpo at Leeds. I agree, that is a very, very good signing. I must say, Noah, I was quite impressed that you obviously signed him up. I think he's a very, very good player and very promising as well. You know, he's good signing from Bielsa, that, and you know, he's another addition to a decent side that you have. I must say, got hair all over my glasses. I don't know why. Zylaf Pez Gaming says, hello, many greetings from Somalia. There are many citizens here. So, there you go. Well, welcome from Somalia. Another country watching the TNT live. You know, we do like that. So, yeah, welcome from Somalia, Zylaf. And I hope you enjoy the video, mate. I hope you enjoy the video. Hey up, Mr. Corey's on. Hello. I'm coming live from isolation station. Not a fan of my COVID cough, but it's nowhere near as bad as the heat. Well, welcome to the show, Ryan. I do apologise that you have got COVID, but I hope you're well, mate. No patience is still exciting to get a transfer. I'm also glad we have Harrison set in stone now. Yeah, exactly. That was a little bit of an up and down thing for you, wasn't it? I did feel bad for you. Well, bad for Jack Harrison because he was on loan, but it was obvious he was going to become a Leeds player. So I'm glad he's got that tied down now because he was never going to get into the City squad, was he? Let's be honest. Andy says, amazes me that City, as a big club, can't sort out their customer services. It's garbage. It certainly is garbage. Okay for us, but what about the older generation? Exactly, I was going to come on to that, you know. What happens if you don't have a phone? What happens if you don't have an email address, you know? I know I'll bring my grandparents into it. My granddad who lives in Cyprus, he probably could do it because he's quite technically aware. But my grandma and my nan, you know, if they were, if there'll be many people like them, you know. I can't imagine them setting it all up on the phone and stuff. So what are other people's grandparents and the older generation going to be like? They're going to have no chance of doing it. And, you know, it's all right giving the printable things and they can get disposed. But what happens if they have a printer? You know, it's I think it's just safer having cards personally because you've got your card. And if they didn't want you to put it into the thing, well, why don't they have a contactless thing, you know, like a machine, you know, do it that way. You know, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what they do, but I personally, they're not going to start posting cards out now. It's too late. They usually do it a month and a half before. It is too late now, I think. But we'll see what happens. Sean says, Edison, Diaz, Stones, Mendy, it's Mendy that. Fernandinho, Grealish, KDB, Kane and Mahrez are very good, very good. Huge subject season tickets this season, a total mess. Exactly. They've had so much time to prepare for it, right? And they've just not been able to, you know, bring it together and, you know, do anything. It is annoying. It is annoying. I've missed a few there. Have I? Champions of England, sadly not Europe. No, exactly, Dupe, but we will be back next season, mate. I think this season will be the redemption of Benjamin Mendy with his purple hair. If you haven't seen it, I would show you a picture, but I don't know the rules on if I can show the pictures or not off my phone. But yeah, he's got purple hair now. So if you haven't checked it out, go over and you'll see it. He's got purple hair. And he's saying hello to Ryan. Has to get grafting. No Pearson says, I haven't been around as Martin completely left. Yes, he has. He has. And he's saying hi to Dupes. Sean's saying, hopefully you can get a very quick recovery, Ryan. Yeah. And then Ryan's saying, yeah, perfectly fine. Just got a cough with COVID. Got 2.5 weeks off work now. How are you, Andy? Yeah, exactly, mate. It could be other things. Help you. As long as you're stable, mate, that's all right. Because, you know, COVID can hurt. It can kill, can't it? So I'm glad you're okay, mate. Danny's saying, apart from the champions, who do you think are all contenders for the Premier League? I think Chelsea are, as much as I can't stand them. Liverpool, it's one of them because they've got a lot of players who could be leaving on contracts and stuff, and but I reckon they'll be up there as they always are. United will be, but I don't think anybody else will be. I think it'll be City. City will obviously be up there. City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and United. I think they'll be the ones going for it. I can't see Spurs doing out. I can't see Leicester doing anything either, to be honest with you, because James Maddison wants to go to Arsenal. God knows why. And he's going, yes, Martin came to finish the last season. He wanted to do his own thing, so he's no longer part of Man City Fan TV. No, he's not. And we're wishing him the best. Exactly. Starting up his own channel. I think it's called the Mancunian Way. I hadn't actually looked at it, to be honest. I think it is called that. But yeah, if you go and check it out, I think it's called the Mancunian Way. I'm sure it'll come up. And if it isn't that, just go over to Martin's Twitter. I'm sure it'll be somewhere on there. And I think you can look at different stuff over there, and you can support him the best you can. But obviously, don't leave us because we are a good channel. So please don't abandon us because we are good. I'm now maxed out with work Ryan Aviation opening up at last, which means that I can now make some serious money at last. Fingers crossed, Andy. Fingers crossed, mate. I'm glad you are finally. Dupes is saying, I don't know why we haven't signed anyone yet. Preparing, waiting for them to come back. I don't know. Luke Schofield's on. Hi, Tom. Hope you're well, Luke, lad. Glad to see you on, mate. Glad to see you on. Hopefully see you in a few weeks at the caravan, mate. Will be good to see you. Miss seeing you, mate. So yeah, it'd be good to see you, pal. Hope you're doing well. I know Blackpool football's back. I hope you're back there now and doing all right, mate. Samuel Gringo says Mahrez transfer to Barcelona. Mendy's hair is horrible. Yeah, it is. Going down to Birmingham first week of August to see some mates online. So that should be good. Just waiting for some good transfer news out of Colne. Looks like just frees and loans, though. Who should Man City sign this summer? Personally, I think... Yeah, get your questions in now because, it's because we've got a few on, the comments are filling it up. So filter your questions through now. And we've had a few people putting in the teams. So get your questions in. Q&As, anything, whatever you want to ask me, topic of football, non-topic of football. If you want to ask about my relationship status, because a lot of you seem to be proud of so yeah. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, go. So who should Man City sign this summer? Where do we start with that, eh? Where do we start with that? Personally, I think Grealish is probably the most likely out of them. I personally want to see us get a striker. I don't know about you guys. I personally think a striker is where we should be going with that. That's what I think anyway. Mahrez has to stay one of the top 4 players. I think he will do, to be honest. I think he will. Sterling's had a good Euro, so I think he's going to come back on top confidence too. Abdallah Alami says the only threat to us is Chelsea, Liverpool, or injury hospital pensioner in football terms. FC United trash. Exactly. Yeah, it is, Tom. He's live on Twitch at the moment. Let's have a look. I don't know who he's on about there, to be honest. Haaland and Kimmich would be great, Ryan, but can't see either of them coming. No, it would be brilliant. That would be really good. Abdallah Alami says 3 to 4 senior signs minimum is a must. Yeah, I agree. What trophies do you expect for us to win next year? Andy's answers this question very, very well. Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup, and Champions League. Or the Community Shield, sorry. I completely agree. That is brilliant. Luke's saying, you all right? Is your family all right? Yeah, they're all right, Luke. They are all right, mate. Yeah, they're all right. I hope your family are all right. Abdallah Lamy says Grealish, Kane, and a left back. See, I Grealish and Kane definitely, but the left back, the left back. I think we need to give Bendy Mendy a chance. I think we have to give him a chance. I think we really have to give him a chance. Let me see if I can find that picture of his hair. Let me find it for you. Let me find it. You'll laugh at it. It is quite funny. It is brilliant. Let me find it. I can't remember where it was now. Was it? Let me see it. Yeah, it is. There you go. He's got purple hair. Oh, good old Benjamin. Yeah, that was on a newspaper article earlier. I saw it. That was brilliant. You're jealous we have Bamford? No, I'm not. He's a good player, but I'm not jealous. Ryan's saying Tom is happy lad, always looking happy on his Snapchat story when it's not him driving stuff at 5 a.m. You know what it is? There you go. You have to drive stuff early, Ryan. In my job, we start early, so you got to drive stuff. You're driving around when it's, especially in the winter, it's absolutely freezing. You're wrapped up. You got like a snood round your eyes there. It is quite funny, to be fair. Do you think Walker will retire soon? No, he won't retire. He's an absolute athlete. Walker is unreal. I think, like Andy said here, Walker will still be the best right back in the world for another 2 years. You know what, Joao? As much as I love you, mate, you're not the best right back in the world. I'm telling you what, that man's unreal. He's physical. He's absolutely unreal. You know, in the grand scheme of things, right? His fitness is great, his speed's great, his technical awareness of the game's great, and we're very, very lucky to have him. And he only cost us 50 million, which is, in these days, if he was the same age as we got when we signed him and we wanted him now, he'd definitely be 70, 80 million, 100%. He's class. Yeah, there you go. That is some statement from Tom. It is. Kyle Walker is the best right back in the world. There you go. Clip it. Do what you want with it. Put whatever you want with it. As much as I love Joao Cancelo, Kyle Walker is the best right back in the world. No doubt about it. There you go. Clip it down. Post it all over Twitter saying Tom's changed his mind. Well, I hadn't changed my mind because as much as I think Joao's the best left back in the world, there you go. He has to go at something. He's changed his haircut. He's blonde now. Let's have a look. Grealish, any updates? I don't have any updates for you, unfortunately, Si. I've been looking. I've been rooting around, asking a few individuals that I know inside the club that I know, but there's nothing. I can't tell you anything yet. Yeah, I know that you come to me and see if I know anything, but at the moment it's all quite quiet and it's in still talking negotiations with obviously everything at the moment. There's no clarification on whether there's anything being agreed or personal terms or anything, to be honest. I don't even know if there's been a bid put forward yet. I honestly don't. Andy says, I think City will give Mendy another year, and if he looks good during pre-season, yeah, I think he will. I think he is. He will. I hope he does. I'm happy at 8 a.m. at the earliest till 5 a.m. at the latest. Cheers. No worries, mate. You can do that. I'll stick to my hours. Do you think the lap will get much game time? Could save us some money, says Paul Jefferson. You know what, Paul? As much as I think Delap will be used next season, like Phil Foden was used in his earlier days, I can't see him being the main man. I think they will buy someone else because, like I said earlier, Lucas Demetriou did an interview for when he signed for Wolfsburg, and he did say the only reason he's left is because they were signing another striker this summer. So who knows? You mean Luke Ayling is the best right back in the world? No, he's not. He's not. Mingy Wong says we should sign Ronaldo, Messi, Joao Felix, and Paolo Maldini. Exactly. Why do we get Pele in whilst we're at it? You know, stick a walking stick with him, maybe sound up front. Do you think City need a winger? No, we don't. I think we've got too many, Sean. I think we've got more than enough. You know, you've got Fran Torres who could probably play up front, but he plays as a winger. You've got Mahrez, you've got Bernardo who can play there. You've got Foden, Sterling. You know, you've got all these players, and we don't need any more wingers. But if we do get Grealish, he can play central and he can play a winger too. So, no, the utility players, yes, but the out-and-out wingers, we don't need anymore, personally. I'm admitting it. That shows ball. Well done, Tommy boy. Muscle. Yeah, the muscle's true. Exactly. You've got to admit it sometimes. You hold your hands up, and, you know, Kyle Walker's class. I've always thought he's class. But last season I had little doubts, but I don't know why. I openly apologise to Kyle Walker because it's absolutely class. Best right back in the world, no doubt. Should be starting every game next season unless he's injured, personally. Mendy going to do a John Stones and turn his career around. I really hope so because he's a great character. The players love him. You know, So I hope he does it. I really hope he turns it around because he's a great guy from what everybody says, you know. So fingers crossed he can turn it around. I really do hope so. Sayak says, I want to go bloody Mickey Mouse and pick up Grealish and Kane. Exactly, mate. I'll come with you, mate. Honestly. Yeah, they're together out there, I think, on holiday. So hopefully they're having negotiations over there. Who knows? There could be some representatives of us out there. I couldn't tell you. It's hard. It's hard when it's the international break because when they've had the Euros, when they've had the Euros because it's not there's not as much information because they're not in England. They're abroad, so it's harder. It is harder. Whereas they usually have a holiday and have a little bit of respite when they come back, but there's literally nothing I can tell you at the moment. I would take Danny Ings at this point. Yeah, I know. I'd rather have him than nothing. Let's hope so. No, too many wings at City, exactly. Any news on Bernardo leaving seems to have gone quiet. Yeah, exactly. That was quite strong at the start of the Euros, but it's gone quiet again. It's gone quiet again. I don't think it's happening. I think he's decided to stay, which is quite a good thing. I know Maguire was class at the Euros, but why are people saying he's better than Diaz? He's not as good as Diaz. Diaz is class. As you know, as Andy says here, he ain't better than Diaz. Simple. Nowhere near. Looks like Dele Alli has been dating Pep's daughter, and now they're in a relationship, it seems. But hell. There you go. Fair play. I'm sure Pep will be watching closely at that. There you go. Sean says, "Who would you get a centre back if Laporte leaves?" Which I hope he doesn't. I hope it doesn't happen. I don't think he will leave. You know, Taylor Bellis has just gone out to Anderlecht on loan, which will be good for him. Vinny will strengthen him, but I think he's gone out there for a reason. I think Vinny is gonna, you know, make him a proper top defender, and I think that's the plan. You know, to bring the youngsters in, especially THB. I think he's class. He had a few little blips, but you know, it's understandable for a kid that age. So you know, I think we will see a little bit more of Laporte next season. I think you'll be surprised because he did have a good Euros. He did have a good Euros, and he did have a good few end. You know, he won us the Carabao Cup with his goal. You know, so. But if John and Diaz start off strong, then there's no changing it. But if we're going on the last few games of City's season, Stonesy was poor, so maybe Laporte gets his chance. I couldn't tell you, but either way, we shall see. I would take Koundé if Laporte leaves. Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't be bad. That Sark says there's news of a bid 100 billion any of the top 4 players for Kane. Yep. I reckon it'll be a cash and player deal if we get Kane. I reckon there'll be someone going out the door 100%, whether that's Gabby, Jesus, or anything. So look, I would be happy if they got married. Oh, if I was Pep, I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be either. But Dele Alli, honestly. Do you think we might? He might play 3 at the back, Stones, Diaz, Laporte. Who knows, you know? With Mendy back, he could play wing backs, you know? If he's starting to play a few more plays centrally, midfield-wise, you know? That could be another one of his mad ideas. I can't see it happening, to be honest, though. I can't see him playing a back 3, but it could be. He could play Laporte left back, honestly. There's so many things he could do. It'd be interesting to see what he does on the start of the season. It really will be. THB with Vinny will learn a lot. See Ross's video earlier today. Exactly. Go and watch Ross's video. That's what I was trying to hint at. THB with Ross. THB with Vinny is discussed with Ross. My dad says Andy Golf Day with Tom and I, August. Can we get it sorted? Fingers crossed. Sounds good, CHP. I now can't do end of July because of work, so my prostate cancer 70 hours will be in August. If you want to come over, that'd be great. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure we can get that sorted, Andy. We'd happily come over and support you in that, or we'll come over whenever to play a bit of golf. That'd be class. Do you think Pep will stay past 2023? Yeah, I think he will. I think he'll sign another extension. Why would we give 4 players for a 28-year-old? Doesn't seem right. No. Because he's a good player. I think that's what it is. If the 4 players that we don't use and we want to get a world-class striker in, then do it. My dad says, yes, we will do that. There we go then. Golf sorted. Live stream it. Oh, dear me. But yeah, we've just hit the 30-minute mark, guys. So to wrap it up, let's get any questions in. Any last questions you've got, whether it's about City or just random general questions. I know we like doing a little bit of a joke at the end. So get your last questions in and then we'll wrap it up there. But yeah, get your questions in. Get your questions in. We have a spare room if you want to stay the night. Few beers after would be great. Yeah, it certainly would. That would be good. That really good. Andy, I'll give you my dad's number on WhatsApp, and then you can discuss that with him and see what you can sort out. But yeah, any last questions of the evening? Let me hear them. Let me answer them. They can be about anything, and I'll answer them. So get them in. Ask as many as you want. And then I'll cap it off when we've hit a few more. There we go. BHE Good evening, Tom. Keep up the great work, Tom. Cheers, dupe. No patience. Strawberry laces sweets are sound as a pound. They certainly are, mate. They're very, very nice. Okay, then there we go. First question before keep getting them in. I'll answer this one. Okay, Tom. Where do you think the Rags will finish, and will they win anything? No, I don't think so. I don't think they'll win out next season. I don't think they're good enough. We can stream a few hours live. We can take turns with the camera, all for charity. Exactly, definitely. Who do you think will break into the first team first? Harwood, Bellis, Tommy Doyle, or Delap? I think it'll be Delap because Tommy Doyle, I think, won't be. I think obviously Harwood Bellis is out on loan, so I think it will be Doyle. Not Doyle, Delap, sorry. What do you think to do? What do you think do the Europa Conference League? What do I think of it? Not much. Which players would you sell for Kane? Personally, if we're going to sell players, it's tough, innit? It is tough. There's not many you'd sell. It probably would be, people are saying Jesus. People are saying Bernardo Silva. Honestly, Mendy. I don't know. I wouldn't say it'd be one of them, wouldn't it? I don't know. I couldn't answer that, Dudley, mate. It's hard, isn't it, that? Because, think about all these vital players we have. Sounds great, Andy. What's your favourite thing to do in the summer? Says Blue Moon. Well, there's a few things that I like to do. Go on holiday is one of them, obviously. Obviously, I still work, so getting the money in. Chilling in the sun. I love catching the sun. The new one, obviously, spending time with Faye. That is obviously a new one on the list. Playing football with the boys. Getting back in pre-season training. Preparing for that September start. That's always nice. A bit of summer football on the grass. It's nice. That is really good. I do enjoy getting back to that. A few more weeks, actually. I think it's another 2 weeks till we're back training again, which would be nice. But yeah, there's a few things. There is some nice stuff. Spending time with the family is obviously another one. Seeing the family. Enjoying the time. And, I'm enjoying a few days off sometimes, it's nice. That will stay. So him, exactly. Who do you think we will try to take our crown? Not that there is anyone. If there is anybody, I think it'll be Chelsea. Is there anyone that's going to take the number 10? I reckon whoever comes in will take the number 10 for the striker. Whether it's Kane or Grealish or whoever, they'll take number 10, I think. Let's have a look. Play golf, Blue Moon, but not in this heat. No, it's pretty big question, that, Noah. I knew Andy had asked this. How's Faye, Tom? Faye's very, very good. She's great. We're doing well. She's good. She's been at mine, and then we're going out tomorrow. It's my sister's presentation evening at Bradford City, so we're off along. But yeah, we're doing really good. She's great. We're happy. Everything's great, and she's coming away with us in a few weeks' time too. So that'll be nice. It is. She's great, and it's really, really nice. So yeah, all's good in that department, guys. All's good. I'm really happy still. I know she's happy. And she loves this T-shirt too. No, she doesn't really like it. I tried to explain it's a City classic, but she's not having any of it. Noah says, you like catching the sun. I'm not a big fan of new papers. No, the bloody sun, the arms, the tan. Not that bloody sun, honestly. Popper has rejected a 350k contract. I'm not surprised. They want to get out there as quickly as possible, won't they, after playing with France? Sean Fogarty says it seems harsh on Sterling to be sold for Kane. I don't think he will. I don't think it'll be Sterling that gets sold. Best signing of the summer so far, Fernandinho. Don't underestimate how important that extension is. No, I completely agree. Unreal player. I absolutely love Dino. So yeah, there you go. Agrees to ship it. Paul Jefferson says a good question. What do I think of the new kit? I really, really like it. I think it's better. It's one of the better ones the Puma have given us. I like the blue. I like the white. I think it's a really nice kit. 70 quid's expensive for it, though. It is really expensive. We have got the most expensive kits in the Premier League, so there you go. Danny says, every time I see that top you're wearing, I see Darren Huckabee. That's absolutely fine, mate. I hope you don't see Darren Huckabee in me, but better than last season's, Paul. Blue Moon says, I like the new kit. It's really nice. Glenn Martin says, Sterling won't leave 100%. No, I agree, Glenn. I don't think it will be him, especially after the performance he's putting in the Euros, 100%. I would be surprised if Pep lets Sterling leave. Same here. Huckabee, follow him on Twitter. He's pretty outspoken. City Chip says, love the new kit and the third strip. Yeah, the third strip's brilliant. If the third strip's going to be what it is with a Man City thing across there with no logo, I think that's pretty neat. Like, I do like the style. I think it's pretty impressive. I really do. But yeah, there you go, guys. Thank you for watching. I think you've been absolutely ace. I am going to wrap it up there now. We've talked about all sorts. It's been really good to get back on with you. I've missed it. I've missed the last. Obviously, it's been 2 weeks since we've done it up to this point. It was disappointing I couldn't do it last week, but as you can understand, when you've got concussion, it's not the best thing to be doing. So, thank you for watching. Obviously, it's great to be back. You're all legends, you know. We're getting back into the season now. It's not long. The content's still coming your way, you know. We like producing the good videos. We're doing you good. It's good to get you all back on. More viewers and stuff back on now. Now the City stuff's starting back up again. The England stuff's gone away. We're starting to get everybody. The regulars are back in, which is what we like to see. We have regulars because, you know, we're a big channel, guys. We're a big, big channel. Anyway, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Look after yourselves. Make sure you enjoy this weather if you're in England. Keep the sun cream on, obviously. It's not supposed to be, you know, it's supposed to be all right. I think it's supposed to rain this weekend, so enjoy the last few days. Hope you're okay. Eddie's okay. Being a Yorkshire lad, it's never been normal. Oh, thanks a lot, honestly. There's some great people on this YouTube channel. There certainly is. We're all good on this YouTube channel. Me, Ross, and Andy. We're doing a good job. But yeah, look after yourselves, guys. Make sure you give it a like on your way out. And if you're new around here, click the subscribe button and turn that bell notification on because you will be notified of the videos that we do post. It might not be every single day we post, but the content that we give you is world class. You know, there's nothing about it. It's straight to the point. We give you good. We've got some good people. There's some great people, you know. I was on about us presenters, and there's some great people, you know, in the comments. You're all legends, and we can't thank you enough for, you know, supporting us through the times. Obviously, you know, with work and stuff sometimes we can't always get a video out every single day, but the content we give you is always class. So don't you worry about that. The videos will still be flooding through. We promise you. So make sure you look after yourselves. We will see you next week. I'm sure there'll be a few more videos coming up in the next few days. But for me personally, it's see you next Thursday. And before I leave, there you go. The RCC a brilliant audience. You certainly are a brilliant audience. I can't thank you enough for everything you do for us. You're all legends. We love you all. So make sure you look after yourselves. And we shall see you next week. Well, I shall see you next week. I'm sure the lads will see you at some point in the week. Look after yourselves, guys. Take care. And as always, up the Blues.